one of the most prestigious ensembles in the United States. With an imperious manner and unshakable confidence, the acclaimed conductor, a friend of the Kaiser's, mesmerized wealthy elites in Boston and cities throughout the country. The year before, the Victor Talking Machine Company had recorded him and the BSO and rushed out several 78 RPM records, including selections from Tchaikovsky and Wagner. By the spring, however, Muck's career had completely unraveled. Accused of espionage for the Imperial German government, exposed as a wanton libertine, he became a victim of the anti-German hysteria whipped up by the administration of Woodrow Wilson. The Justice Department first began investigating him in October 1917 after jingoists from Providence, Rhode Island, charged that he had refused to lead the orchestra in The Star-Spangled Banner during a concert at Infantry Hall. Many at the time were insisting that the anthem be played at every public occasion, during military parades, before sporting events, and certainly when symphony orchestras performed. Playing or singing the anthem not only demonstrated patriotism and loyalty, it also expressed a wartime consensus, the gospel of Americanism. During the hysteria over German spies and saboteurs, and under the cloud of suspicion cast by Muck's supposed refusal to conduct the Star-Spangled Banner, the BSO's performances provoked violent protests in numerous cities. Patriotic groups demanded the maestro's expulsion from the country. In the darkness of war, the BSO, with about half of its musicians from Germany and Austria, came to be seen not just as a Teutonic institution, but as a threat to 100% Americanism. Muck feared the rising current of anti-German extremism. He heard rumors about violent Boston thugs rounding up his countrymen and read stories about Germans who were publicly flogged or tarred and feathered. He could imagine a day when a mob would come knocking on his door. The mob never showed up at his home, but in late March 1918, federal agents did. Investigators questioned his associates and fellow musicians and seized his private papers. From his correspondence, they learned that his closest friends included prominent German musicians, professors, and, most notably, Germany's chief of espionage, Count Johann von Bernstorff, who had ordered attacks on American supply depots during the war. Yet they could not tie the conductor to any nefarious activity against the United States. When federal agents arrested him on March 25th, the public had no idea that the government's entire case rested on obscene letters between Muck and his young mistress, missives that divulged his deepest secrets and desires. Armed with what the government considered incriminating evidence, U.S. Marshals delivered him to Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, an internment camp for German prisoners. While Muck languished behind a barbed wire fence, George Herman Babe Ruth, the son of a German-American saloon keeper, gave little consideration to how he could help win the war or how it might change his life. Baseball, booze, and brothels occupied his thoughts. For the irrepressible young ballplayer, the Great War was something happening somewhere else, and it involved other people. It was, therefore, of little interest to him. By the time the Red Sox completed spring training in 1918, Babe had discovered the thrill he felt and the joy he brought spectators swinging a bat. He found a new purpose entertaining crowds of soldiers with his mighty war club, launching baseballs into the ether. In the past, pitching well had reliably brought him applause, but hitting home runs, he found, made the crowd roar. It was the Great War that made possible his eventual transformation from the game's dominant left-handed pitcher to the sport's greatest slugger. Ruth filled a need for both the Red Sox and America. The Colossus redefined the dimensions of the game, displaying a kind of awesome power that portended a new era to come, one where the home run proved integral. After 1918, he was no longer just a ball player. With a bat in his hand, he became a showman unlike any other in the history of the sport. In the context of America's deadly attacks on the Western Front, Ruth's power took on a new meaning. Where once